Okay, hello, good day. Today is our lesson about operating CAD software and computer hardware. So our topic's about the model and the paper layout space. So our objective today is to define the option command, enumerate the options, the dialog tabs, and the value of importance of options dialog tabs in drafting setup. So what is a model and a paper layout? So there are two types of model spaces we have in AutoCAD. First is the model where we model or create our designs, while in the paper layout is where the final output of your project. So it means, for example, the model space where you sketch or create, and when you are going to put it on the paper now, you go into the layout space. So for example, let's open our AutoCAD. So we are now in our model space. Here in the model space, we can see here this my unfinished project. It's about a floor plan of a building. So when I transfer this into a layout, okay, hanapin lang natin. Ayun, yung model house. Okay. So here, it's like also in the like it's like we are inside also the what we call this, the model space, but this time it is on the paper. Okay. So you can see here that our model is on the paper now. Yeah. So ito na yung paper natin. Yeah. So you can choose whether you can create also two types of presentation. You can type also, where is my ayan, a 3D presentation of your work and also a 2D presentation of your work. So that is ayun. So this the 2D presentation, 3D presentation of your work. Yeah. So showing here two types of drawing. Yeah, the 3D presentation and the 2D presentation. Actually, it's just the same. So these are the 2D presentation and the 3D presentation of your drawing. So that is in layout. So that is the two, from model to layout. Okay. So the model space. Let's explore more about the model space. A model space in the drawing environment in which you create the geometry of your model by default, or stay working on a limitless 3D dimensional drawing area. See here, when you say limitless, it means no limit. Even you're creating a city. For example, you are lay out a city, a map of the city of Binyan. It is not a problem in AutoCAD because it is limitless. Even you make a map of the whole world, it's not a problem in AutoCAD because it is limitless. Maybe the limit is how the space of your computer, the space of the memory of your computer will be the limit. But in the space in AutoCAD, even you can create a lot of model in a very wide space. Okay. Okay. Yan. We choose whether one unit represent as a meter, centimeter. So you can choose any particular measurement in scale. Okay. And even you can choose also different scale, no? It is under 1:1, no? Kahit wala tayo, for example, no, sa drawing natin sa manual, in order to para magkasya yung actual measurement ng isang bagay sa paper natin, we change the scale and create it in our paper. But here in AutoCAD, even it's in 1:1 scale, even it means no, without changing the scale of the drawing, we can fit our works inside of our layout. Here in the model space, it can be found in the lower right corner of the AutoCAD, so where the word model is. Okay, so in this we can move object between model space and paper space. What I mean, you can click model for model space and click a layout just beside it to move to the layout surface or space. The LT scale. Before we start, we can change the size of our line that we are using in our drawing. So particularly when we are making a floor plan, our line that we're going to use is much more thinner than I did a model that is create for example a a bicycle no bicycle ring, no, for example a bicycle wheel, no. So it depends on what model you're creating, so you will going to adjust the scale factor of the line. Okay, next, model switches from name layout tab to the model tab. Okay, so it's you can change the name of your model. That will be a layout. It means when you when become a named layout, for example, if you're going to repeat the work again but in a different model, you can choose that layout or save that layout and create another work for it. Now, for example, a layout of a floor plan like what I did. For layout number one, the position of the chairs and even the chairs tables are different from your layout number two, but you have the same layout of the house or the floor plan. Okay, page setup. It controls the page layout, plotting device, or paper size. For example, in our AutoCAD, let's go to the model. If you want to change the page setup when you're going to print it, you just type in page setup, then enter. Then it will open up a window that's showing you that you are going to modify or import a already finished layout of a paper. So this time we have here a plot size of 8.50 by 11 and in a landscape. So it means 850 by 11, it is a short bond paper. So it means yung gagawin natin ay mag-print out sa short bond paper. Do you see here the plotter is none because it's on your decision if you're going to put in a plotter. So sa plotter naman, magbibigay ka rin naman ng sizes doon. But there are already set up measurement for plotter. You need to check out that. Okay. Viewports creates a multiple viewports in model space in layout. For example, viewports. Okay, for example, you want to have a view for a 2D and another view for a 3D. So type in viewports, and then it will help you to create a new view. Okay, for example, and viewports list. You have two vertical lines, so it'll give you two vertical lines. So this another view here and another view from your left. Simply click on the screen that you want to modify. For this, I want to change this into 3D. Okay, where's the 3D model of my house? Okay. Oops, nakaikot siya. So, where is it? Okay, hindi natin makuha yung tamang angle niya. Kunin na lang natin sa rotation. Okay, yeah. So we have here the 3D wireframe of the building. You can change it into whatever kind of presentation you want. You want realistic, you put in a realistic view. Okay, yeah. So that's the realistic view. You will see the color of the the walls, the color. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so that is my 3D house. Okay, now that's in viewport. Okay, next, we're not done yet. Now we are in a paper space layout where you can find it also in the lower right corner and just beside the model. Okay, so the paper space represents the paper presentation of your model. It's like a overview of your output in paper. So now let's start looking for it. Or export layout. Okay, let's start with the export layout. What export layout means. For example, let's put it in our layout. Okay, so this is our model. Now we want to print it in a certain layout. No, so what layout do we want to? So let's type in our type command. Export layout. Yeah, export layout. So lalabas dito yung ating window for export. So means by export, ita-transfer na natin siya sa certain file na gusto natin. It's either you can choose by drawing. Yeah. So we can transfer now our works into drawing file. So these are example of my drawing files. Already saved, done with the past few years ago and my past projects. Next, our next is layout. Creates modified drawing layouts. Okay, when we say layout, it means it is the output of the model. For example, this is our model. Then what is the output? We're going to click here the layout. So this is the layout. Okay. Now when we say layout, we are making a what you call this? The appearance of the output of your drawing. So layout, it means we're going to modify the page or the appearance of our drawing. So that is layout. So that is layout. Okay, so as I said, no, we're going to change the outcome of our layout. We're going to have what we call the layout wizard. So what is the layout wizard? Creates a new layout tab and specify page and plot settings. So here we just type in layout wizard. Then enter. So it pop out a dialog box saying here that we're going to create a layout. So in our layout, we specify what printer we're going to use because every printer have their own specification of output. No, for example, I have here Epson, the HP tank. Okay, so we have also the paper size. What will be the paper size? For this, I have here the letter, but we have a lot of choices here. The envelope, the P5, the P4, the A4, A3, legal, tabloid, letter, etc., etc. And orientation. The orientation is if it's in landscape or portrait. The useful plate is on landscape. Okay, the title block. Okay, we have the architectural title block here that is already installed in the AutoCAD. You can use that as a generic title block for it. But if you have what you call this, you have your own title block for your course. For example, in our course in our TL10, we're going to have our own title block for this. Okay, so define viewport, single or 3D engineering views. Viewports, we're going to talk about this later. When you say viewport, it's the division of the borders of your drawing layout. So, for example, if you want to show 3 views, we're going to divide it into 3 views or array or engineering views. Scale to fit. Okay, so these are the scale that we're going to use to fit inside of your views. No? layout views. But you can change that manually, no, by zooming and zoom out your work. Okay, your works. Pick location. Okay, select location. That is later, and finish. If you're done for the for your setup, then just enter finish, and the layout that you want is going to pop out on the layout. That easy it is. Next. Okay, so we have here model. So model, automatically you just click model and you turn back to the switches from the layout to model tab. Okay, M space, it means in a layout switches from paper space to model space in layout viewport. And M view creates a control layout for viewports. Model space, it means it's a layout that you can change your drawing even you are in a layout space. For example, no? I want to change here. There are two ways. No? You just type in M space, model space, and it appears here what call this, the model command here at the lower part of this AutoCAD. So you can edit by means of model spacing your drawing. No? For this example, no, yeah, so you can modify it even you're in the layout surface. And then M space out. Now just click the outside, and you are now in the paper layout space now. So that's how easy it is. M view means multi-view. So if you want to have a multi-view like I have done here, for example, now I'm going to erase this. I will add a two view here. Maglagay tayong dalawang box dito. So how to do that? Just type in M view, then enter. Okay, it's polygonal. Okay, so you type hit corner. Then draw a box. Okay, then here, that. Then enter. So meron na kayong isa pang view dito. So double click the space, so it will change to view. Okay, so we have another view here. Yeah, so meron na kayong pangalawang view. Okay, you change the into 3D. And okay, so we have another 3D model just side of your floor plan. Okay, so escape, double click. Okay, so that's it. That is multi-view. That is M view. Other term is multi-view. Okay, we have the paper space layout. Yeah, page setup. So if you want to set up your page, it's as simple as typing page layout. So at CAD, nasa ba yung CAD ko? Yeah, at CAD, you simply type in page layout. Page layout. Okay, so that's it. Page layout is already appear on the screen. So we are under the page layout one. We need to modify that. You need to modify the size of the paper. The layout will come out and extend or window. Or what I mean by window is by just multi-windows. No, display flat style. No, so if you want to click that, then none. Okay. And you want to be your skin in 100%, 25%. Okay. So this is where you going to modify the page setup. Next, what else here? Say plot. Okay, for plot naman, if you're going to print it in the plotter machine, so you're going to plot it. So simply type plot, then enter. Okay, because I don't have a plot machine, I just continue. No. Okay, so this is the modify for plot naman. same as the picture. The same thing is you just modify the size, so same thing as the, so naiba lang yung word, no, yung dito, yung plot na lang ang iba. So dito naman is para sa plot machine. So because I have no plot machine available, so we cannot modify the plot. So that's how it is. Next is setup in. Okay, and P setup or page setup in imports a user-defined page setup into a new drawing layout, and setup space in a layout switches from model space in layout space viewport in paper space. So same thing lang rin yun, katulad rin ng ginawa ko by double clicking. Yun rin yun, para lang ma-setup lang natin yung page. Okay. Layout, vClip, vPlayer, and vPmax, and vPin, and vPports. Okay, let's start with the vPclip muna. Okay, let's go to AutoCAD. Okay, so unahin natin ang vPclip. Okay, burahin ko lang to para mas maging magandang example natin. Ito magiging example natin. So, type in our command vPclip. Then, enter. So, magkakaroon dito ng mababago yung cursor natin. So, click this box. Then, click polygonal. Then, draw a polygonal. What happened here when you enter? Mawawala na siya yung andito. But, it transfer actually here in this space. So, what does mean by clipping? So, clipping, ibig sabihin, ginupit natin siya. Ginupit natin yung ating drawing. So, you just change the size of the viewport para ilipat lang natin dito. So, clip, paggupit, then space, na yun, paglipat dito. Okay, so that's it. That is vPclip and vPlayer. Set the layers visibility within the viewport. So, yung ginawa natin kanina, yung paglagawa ng polygonal, that's the vPlayer. It set up hanggang saan yung limits ng magiging drawing natin. Okay, what is a vPmax and vPmin? Minimize pala, sorry. VP minimize and VP max. So, let's try that in AutoCAD. For example, we will edit this. Kasi pwede naman natin siya i-edit, no, by double-clicking it, no. Nasa na tayo. Pero kung gusto natin i-maximize siya or in a widescreen, just type in our command VP max, then enter. So you maximize now the space or the interference of the interface of the AutoCAD. So we are now in the model space, while the highlights here is layout. So it means, guys, model space tayo pero under layout tayo. Ngayon, tapos ka nang i-modify siya, balik na tayo sa dati, no? So VP minimize naman tayo. VP minimize, then enter. So balik na ulit tayo dito. So that is the VP max and VP minimize. And then next, and the VP ports, create multiple view ports in model space in our layout. Okay, so halimbawa we have a blank space here, so burahin natin to. Yan, so we have a blank paper. Now we're going to choose a three viewports para sa ating page na to. So ang gagawin natin, just type in viewports. Kanina kasi may multi-views naman, magkikreate ka ng isang view, no? Dito naman sa viewports, gagawa tayo from scratch, no? We can choose from two, from horizontal, from right, from left, from above, from below, from vertical, from horizontal, and from equal. So, ito magiging activity nyo mamaya, no, sa mga ODL. Gagawa kayo ng ganito, viewports. for for equal parts. Okay. Okay. So gawa tayo ng 4 equal parts. So gawa na tayo para meron kayong sample. So then enter. Okay. Then grab that into the space. Then we have 4 equal parts. So kailangan na lang natin ay zoom in yung ating mga parts. Yan. Ito naman, we zoom into, wala, yun. We change the view, from this view into top view. Yan. And dito naman, gusto nyo ibang view naman. From the other set of view naman tayo about this side. Yan. Let's have a front view here. Yan, gawa tayo ng front view. Yan. So we have another side here. And another here. In this space. Tapos niya, pag na-highlight ko siya, no, nadadama yung iba. Okay. So anyway, kuha tayo ng ibang view dito. Switch. Okay. Wala. Ito siya. From a different view naman. Okay. So we have 4 different views in one page. So that's how we set up our works now. So that is a 4 equal space. So this will be your activity later. I will explain it later. Okay, so that is how you use what we call the viewports. Okay, I hope now we are done in our topic. Okay, some other reminders now when you need to change it, and again, you need to double click the inside of the per port, and you can edit now. Then if you're done, just click outside of the paper to escape or to exit that command. Okay, so this is your activity for you, MDL or modular. You have, I don't know, you have access for AutoCAD, but if you don't have, I'm sorry, but you're going to draw this figure number 2. Now, what you're going to draw there, you know, as what you see, you're going to do that in your long band paper. And for the ODL, you're going to do this both. Here, this, a screen, and then I want to see that you have a screen of your, an interface of your AutoCAD. Okay, then you're going to print screen and paste into a document, a Google Documents. Then another print screen for ano naman to, for layout naman. For the layout, I want you to create 4 different views in a one page. Then if you're done, you just print screen again and print it into your Google Docs and pass it to in your classroom. I will assign an assignment documents in that classroom. Then you can pass that by means of Google Docs, or you just simply open the assignment and it will bring you to a Google Docs where you can paste your work at that documents. So that's all for this lesson, and this is for the written works. This is the last activity. We have here the groups of the following commands. Okay, I want you to differentiate those commands from model space to layout space. Alin yung mga command na ginagamit sa model space, alin yung mga command dyan na ginagamit for layout space. So just put them in their respective places. So that's all. That's all for your activity 5. And I want you, for the modular, syempre meron na kayong answer sheet for this, so you're going to answer that. And for the ODL, I also prepared Google Docs for this activity. So you just edit it and syempre, place the right answer for the certain column, for the following columns. And that's all. That's your activity for activity number 5. So I'm going to wait your answers and activities at the end of this week for Friday. No? I hope I may internet na kami bukas or maybe later, no? So sana meron na nga kami. So thank you guys, no? Thank you for the understanding. Alam niyo naman ang hirap ng buhay ngayon. Kahit teacher nakakaranas na. So sana masagutan niyo lahat ng activities natin, lalo na sa mga modular because we are late. We are already late. 1 week late, no, for our activities, and kailangan marami pa tayong hahabulin. Thank you guys for watching, no, and I hope you watch from the beginning till the end of this lesson because I think you cannot answer those questions without watching all the video, no, from the beginning. So that's all, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next meeting. Goodbye.